Good morning, beautiful people of the internet. It is, what day is it today? April 9th?
9th, I think, yeah.
Potentially. I should probably look at my phone before I start talking. Yeah, it's the 9th. Sunday. We are still in Christchurch and we are going and buying a van today. We went and checked it out a couple of days ago in the last vlog and we loved it, and they asked if we could wait until Sunday because they didn't have anywhere to stay. So we told them we would, and we're about to go meet them in like half an hour, I guess. And Jules is just here packing up all of our stuff. You guys want to see two people who are very inefficiently packed? It's us. We have so much shit. But that's just kind of the name of the game when you work and travel at the same time. Half of our bags are just camera gear and computer gear alone. It is what it is. But yeah, we're gonna do that, and then we're going to drive down towards where the Meraki boulders are. I've got a cousin who has a house kind of down in that kind of realm, so we're gonna go stay there. We're gonna get some keys from her friend that is maintaining the place because they're not there right now. They are back in Canada, but she told us we could stay there for as long as we want, so we're gonna go make that kind of our home base. That's the plan for today. Am I missing anything, Jules?
Nope.
Nope.
I think so.
Yeah. Apologies for my wet dog hair. We just showered before getting ready because we didn't want to be all stinky while we went to go buy this car.
Hey guys, so we made it to the post office and we are meeting with Ben and Kaylee. They're over there. We're just filling out the forms for the van and we're super stoked.
It's gonna be so good.
Last thing to trade.
Cool.
There she is, guys. The Odyssey. I think we're gonna call it Delilah. I think that's the name we decided on. All right, guys. So we have purchased the van, and this is Ben and Kaylee. Hi. Hi. Awesome Canadian friends that we met. And yeah, smooth sailing from here.
I hope you guys have a safe trip home.
Yeah, thanks. And you guys enjoy your trip around New Zealand.
Thank you. It should be good. Can we go get food now?
Yeah, let's go get food. All right, see you guys.
Bye, guys.
We have the van.
Meet Delilah. We've decided that's her name. I wanted to name her Georgia, but he wouldn't let me. But I just like am trying to pay attention to driving.
Yeah, pay attention. Here's our back area. Got a couple sleeping bags, beds, some fairy lights, fishing rod, and then a bunch of gear under there. Ben and Kaylee were nice enough to leave us some beers, which is awesome.
And we have a GPS.
Yeah, we have a navigation system which is gonna save our asses.
Yeah.
So,
It should
awesome.
be good. I'm excited. I just think Jules has ever driven in on the left-hand side of the road before, because obviously we're Canadian. We drive on the right side of the road, which is the right side of the road. Just saying. That's always what I say to all my Aussie friends. But when I was in Australia, I made a point of making all of my Aussie friends let me drive their car driving for the first little bit, which is really strange because usually at home it's the opposite. Usually Jules always drives.
She like rarely sees the steering wheel.
That's because last year when I got home from Australia, maybe some of you know this, some of you might not, I was in a really serious car accident and was rear-ended and thrown into a car in front of me, and I got my whole car totaled, and I just became like the world's most anxious driver in the entire world. So now I don't really drive so much.
The tables have turned, everyone.
But I'm actually feeling pretty confident. Like I think because I've practiced, I feel a bit better about it. But yeah, so I'm the one who's gonna be driving and not Julian. I can't believe how fucking expensive gas is though. Does that not horrify you? It horrifies me.
About $2 a liter.
That's disgusting. You can't even, sometimes in the States, you can find it for cheaper than that for like a whole gallon instead of a liter, which is like
in 500 meters.
What?
Roundabout, take the third exit, Blenheim Road.
it's
It's just like we think like
like
back in Alberta, like we thought like $1 was expensive at one point, and now
Okay,
it's now it's just like you go across the world and it's just like, yeah, we really don't have it that bad.
like about 130 a liter is pretty standard back home. Sometimes it'll be cheaper, like 120. But just for like regular unleaded petrol.
It's on.
Hi! We're back in the car. We went and we stopped at Frickin' Jake's and dropped them off a bottle of wine to say thank you for letting us stay with them because they weren't actually in, unfortunately. And we loaded up the van. I think Julian panned the camera. He's able to show you how all of our stuff is stored back there.
It's kind of just like piled on top of the bed, but that's all we can do for now.
And yeah, we are now headed down towards Timaru, which is on the southeast coast of the South Island. We're gonna stop there and go pick up the keys to my cousin's house. We're gonna go see her sister-in-law, or like her husband's sister, basically, because her husband's Kiwi. So we're gonna go pick up the keys and go say hi. And I'm hoping that they might have a printer because I need to print off all my tax forms and mail them back to Canada because I owe all my taxes back home and I haven't been able to find a fucking printer. Oops. But yeah, we're just driving. It's like about 100 kilometers out.
It's very like Alberta, British Columbia mix right now. It's like farmland.
Hell Canada vibes. New Zealand looks a lot more like Canada than Australia does, but that's what most people kind of told me. Like, geographically, we're quite similar in some aspects with like mountain ranges and farmlands and green.
Like even like way over in the distance, you see massive mountains.
Yeah, those are fucking massive. Shit, you can see the snow on the peaks.
Yeah, they're huge.
Those are Alps. Yeah, you can't see them probably though on that. And yeah, we're just driving, hanging out. I'm kind of hungry again, but we just ate sushi.
We should have got snacks.
I know.
Like I said.
But I think it might be because I'm dehydrated. If you want to pass me my water bottle.
Yeah.
Do you know why the thing beeps at us?
Yeah, every time we go through a different speed zone.
But they're not, it hasn't been changing.
Well, it also notifies you of anything else that's happening on the road too. Like I noticed that when we go through speed zones, it dings, and then when there's like important intersections, it also dings.
Maybe it just dings every time that we're like 1 kilometer closer. I have no idea. We're figuring it out.
Good morning, guys. It is April 10th now, I guess. We kind of stopped vlogging yesterday. We were really tired from driving all day, but we have arrived at Coley's cousin's house, Chantel's, over here in Hampden. And I gotta say, it is literally a piece of paradise. It is absolutely phenomenal. But yeah, basically we got here at sunset and we had to unlock a bunch of gates and let ourselves into the house and figure out how to turn on the water and all the stuff like that, because it's kind of remote. Like, we're right on the ocean and it's kind of off the beaten path, I guess. So, but let me go show you guys what's going on.
What are you doing?
What do you think I'm doing? This is the little house. It's not very little, actually. It's just like 3-4 rooms. There's our van.
Morning.
Let's go check out the house.
I'm making sweet potato waffles. Did you tell them that?
No, I did not. So
It's failing.
we're making a pretty
We should turn the music off.
different. Yeah.
So I'm attempting to make sweet potato waffles for the first time ever, and the first two have kind of fallen apart. The first one was better, or no, sorry, the first one completely fell apart. The second one half fell apart.
Let's take a look at what it looks like.
So I'm now on my third attempt. Okay, yeah, that looks like dog shit. But you can see that like the waffle was there. It just fell apart because it's got stuck to the pan. So I'm thinking I needed more oil. And I'm hoping that this time this one works better.
Well, we also added egg into it, right?
Well, no, the first one I didn't have egg in it, and it didn't work at all. So I put egg in the second time, just egg yolks because I'm allergic to egg whites. And that it stuck together. It just fell apart when I tried to actually get it out because it was too stuck. So I'm thinking that because I put more oil in this time, it'll work. I'm hoping.
Right. Anyways.
Jules is like, I don't care about the potato waffles.
No, I do. I'm starving. We got a fireplace here. First bedroom. Kids' bedroom. One bathroom.
Or toothbrush.
Another bathroom. I think this is hilarious, but this is part of the master suite in here, so this is the master bathroom. And Chantel and Stu's closet. And then the master bed where we crashed last night. But we also woke up to this incredible view of the ocean. And I personally woke up at, I think, 10 after 6 to this screaming orange sky. And I got so excited that I ran out of the house and ran up the hill next to the house and went and took pictures. And she was not very excited. She just went back to bed. So I got some pictures. Maybe I'll pop them up once I get them done. But
it was beautiful.
it was gorgeous.
I had looked at your pictures. I just did not have any fucks to wake up.
Yeah, what's new?
What's that supposed to mean? I wake up early all the time. For the entire time. Julian, you're the one who fucking goes to bed at like midnight. I'm the one who goes to bed early. I just don't think it's fair that you're telling them that I get up late even though I don't.
Yeah, well, when you're with me, it's a totally different story.
Because you keep me up so late. I'm kidding. Julian doesn't actually keep me up at night. He just is a lot more of a night owl than I am, so he can easily go to bed at like 1 and 2 in the morning and be comfortable, whereas I, like at 10 p.m. start to teeter off. Because I'm a lame loser. I think these waffles worked this time though, because if I flip it, ho ho ho, that's a waffle. I'm just gonna let it cook for like 30 more seconds maybe. Hopefully that'll be good enough, but I'm stoked that my waffles worked. It only took me 2 attempts. This is my 3rd attempt, so 3rd time's the charm. They're not the easiest in the world to make. Let's put it that way. Don't show them it fell apart. I'm embarrassed. Don't show them. This one looks a little bit better. Stop it. Are you zooming in on me? This one looks a little bit better. Like it actually looks like a waffle. Kind of.
It looks good.
It just kind of fell apart. Oh, that one looks okay.
I mean, if you think about it, it's gonna be broken apart by the fork anyways.
Yeah,
so.
I know, but it's funny.
It looks so good.
I'm annoyed with myself about these sweet potato pancakes or waffles. Oh well. They 3/4 of the way work. Like they're kind of there. They just don't congeal together. So when you open up the pan, they like separate, which is really, really frustrating. But I got a couple that like stayed together, as you can see, like this one and that one sort of. But all in all, I think I need to perfect my recipe. I think if I was able to use egg whites in them, it would be a bit better. But because I can't use egg whites because I'm allergic to them, I just have to deal with it. Jules made bacon though. The bacon's good. See, when the camera is at the right height for me, Jules is, I don't know if you guys know this, but Jules is 6'7".
I'm a little tall.
A little? You're like the only, okay, I'm 6 feet and he's genuinely the only person I've ever met that makes me genuinely feel like I'm a little person, even though I know I'm not.
I tend to do that.
It's ridiculous.
Hi.
Climbing up the hill from the house. Gonna go see if there's some cell reception.
There's so much water.
And then maybe read a book or something, you know?
I want to Skype my parents.
Yeah.
My grandparents are over at my house right now, apparently. So we're looking to find if I can get better cell service.
Yeah. This is the view, guys, from the top of the hill. This is where I caught sunrise this morning. Absolutely breathtaking. All around, like, it's just, there's so much pretty stuff here, guys. I'm absolutely in love with New Zealand. I don't know, it's like magic.
Hi, Jules.
Hi, Chloe.
What you reading?
Your cousin's book.
Now, if you follow me over on my main channel, then you probably would have seen a video that I did over probably a year ago now called 5 books that everyone should read. I'll put a little like clip it right here, like something that you can press to go find it. But on that list is this book by my cousin Chantel Barnes, and it's called The Way of the Explorer, and it's a fucking unreal book. Her and her husband basically for the last like 15 years have worked for 6 months, they travel for 6 months, and they're a huge inspiration for me in my life, and I just think their book is absolutely unreal and that everyone should read it. So you should read this as well, and Shell had a copy of it because it's Chantel's house that we're staying at right now, and she had a copy laying around that was signed. So I told Jules to read it. And he's going to, right?
Yeah.
And then me, I have my iPad here, and I have a subscription to a service called Scribd. And Scribd is basically like a library for books. And I think you pay like 10 bucks a month, similar to Netflix, and you get 2 books and 1 audiobook a month to be able to read or something along those lines. So I have like downloaded a bunch of books, and right now I'm reading a book called Bad Feminist by Roxane Gay, and I literally just started it this morning, so I don't have any update on whether or not it's a good book, but I've heard that it's a really, really good one, and I'm sure I'm gonna like it. But we came up here because we get 3 bars of service and 4G, right, Jules?
Yeah.
This is the only place we get service. It's so weird, like sometimes in the house we'll like get like bars on one side of the kitchen, but then like you move it like half a foot and then we don't get bars. And even like I had my phone sitting on the windowsill because that was where I got the most amount of bars. I had 2 bars at 3G, and then I took it outside and I put it on the other side of the windowsill and I had no service. I don't understand why. Jules is ditching me. Just doesn't want to hang out. So he's just leaving, going away forever. Where are you going? I think Jules is getting a little bit chilly, is what he said. So to combat how cold he is, he thought maybe if he went and walked around, he would warm up a little bit. But the thing is Jules is really, really tall, but he's also super thin. Like he's hell skinny. Like he weighs less than me and he's 7 inches taller than me. So he gets cold really, really easily because he's got like no blood circulation. I think he can hear me talking about him though, because he's like looking back at me and giving me the, he doesn't like it when I call him skinny, but it's true. It just is what it is. He's back. Hi, Julian. Oh my God, you're such a dork.
That was awesome.
Was it cool over there?
Yeah, I went all the way down to right behind the house.
Yeah? Did you almost fall off the cliff?
No, I went to the edge and looked down, took a snapshot of it.
Was it scary?
Yeah, it's like fucking like 50 feet.
Yeah, and it's not very stable rock.
No, I know. It's very soft.
Which is not good.
No. But that's why I wanted to check her out.
I called Julian as he was down there and I was like, please don't walk to the edge. Remember what Shell said? She said that we could die. And he's like, I'm standing on the edge right now. And I was like, don't do it. And then he like came around the corner. He's like, don't worry, I can see you. I'm not there anymore.
That can't be good. I'm supposed to block sheep. Oh, guess not. I'm out here just walking around on top of the hills while Coley's back up there reading her book. But I wanted to see what was around here just for location scouting kind of thing. For some shots maybe in the night if like we don't have a full moon in the next couple of days. I know it's supposed to be a full moon for the next, I think, week or so. I think I read that it's next Friday that there's gonna be no full moon, but yeah, just location scouting, seeing what I could find, because this place is absolutely unreal. Got nothing else to say. Keep you guys updated. Those are like the coolest looking trees I've ever seen. They look like massive broccoli heads. Some friends. There's a bunch of birds chilling over in that little basin over there. I want to see if I can get a little bit closer, but every time I get close to these birds, they freak out and they fly away, but they're really noisy. Those birds were absolutely amazing to listen to. Flying around me in like circles. I think I got a little too close, but they just started circling around and they're just, I don't know if they're like mating or something, but like they were like chasing each other hardcore. But it is absolutely stunning in this countryside, and there's nothing that brings me more peace of mind than walking around like this. So definitely gonna keep doing this. Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing.